Northside Neighborhood Church has been very influenced by Genesis chapter 2. That's the chapter we're in today. Of four of our core values, three of them come from Genesis chapter 2. I want to show you those three today. The first value that we have is respecting all people. And why do we believe all people are worthy of respect? It's because God truly cares for all people. We see that in verse 7 of chapter 2. Then the Lord God formed the man of dust from the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living creature. The Lord cared and still cares enough about human beings to breathe life into them, to get down and form this first human being from the dust of the ground. So we respect all people. The next value that we take from Genesis chapter 2 is celebrating good work. God created us to work. Work is not a bad thing. It can be a struggle now that sin's come into the world, but work is not a bad thing. Work is a good thing. Verse 15, we see the Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and keep it. The Lord God created us to work. This is why we start to feel purposeless when we don't have any work or many responsibilities to do. So we were created to work. The third value that we take from Genesis chapter 2 is celebrating the family. We see this in verse 18, when the Lord sees the man all alone and says, "It is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a helper fit for him." And so the man falls asleep, and the Lord creates the woman out of the man. And listen to what the man says when he first sees his bride. Verse 23, "This at last is bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother and hold fast to his wife, and they shall become one flesh." At the center of the family is a man and a woman. And we celebrate that. And that's why our third value that we get from Genesis chapter 2 is supporting the family. So celebrate your work. Honor your husband or your wife if you have one. And respect all people.